Hey friends, the Taurus full moon is this Wednesday, November 5th, and there's actually quite a bit of special energy around this one. First thing I want to share is that Venus, the ruler of Taurus, is actually sitting in the same exact degree of the Libra new moon last month on October 21st. Thought that was very interesting since Venus rules both Taurus and Libra and is now sitting there connecting these two moons together. So something that you intended or seeded or began with that new moon a couple weeks ago is definitely tied to this Taurus full moon, but now might be providing you with the next steps or grounded action or embodiment or just more clarity and understanding of how to move forward and make real whatever your intentions were a couple weeks ago. So I thought that was very special. Secondly, something else I want to note that was feeling very important is that Uranus, which is in retrograde, re-enters Taurus for its final shakedown of the Taurus sign, the house that it's sitting in for you. It's been there for a long time. It finally moved into Gemini this summer, but it's making its return to Taurus one final time to clear out and make way for whatever is not in the highest frequency to come with you into 2026. So just with the full moon there, highlighting the Taurus sign, and Uranus, the great awakener, coming in for this final shakedown and clear out, feels like an important place to pay attention. We also, just a couple days after the full moon, we have Mercury going retrograde. Also later this month in November, we have Jupiter going retrograde. And later, the end of this month, we actually have Saturn in Pisces finishing out its final journey through Pisces after 3 years, finally stationing direct to start to make its way to that 0 degree point of Aries that we keep talking about in 2026. Neptune, also in retrograde, finally made its way back to the final degree of Pisces. So it's sitting there in the 29th degree where it's going to stay until it moves direct also. And that 29th degree of Pisces is the void. It is the emptiness. It is the everything, really, the container of creation of all potential is held here. And it can definitely feel very strange with Neptune sitting in that, dissolving and clearing out illusions and working with you in your dream realm, activating, psychic intuitive abilities. There's so much going on frequency wise that this Taurus full moon feels like it's a helper to help ground some of these bigger shifts and energies that are happening and preparing us almost like a choice point so that we are readying our physical body, our nervous system, our heart to be in right alignment for our highest and best path moving forward into 2026. We also have the mysterious being 3i Atlas today moving out of perihelion with from behind the sun. It's going to make its closest pass by Venus, which is the ruler of this full moon. So I think that's interesting because, it passed by Mars, the ruler of the Aries moon, just a couple months ago, just 2 days before that one. And then here we have the same pattern happening with Venus before the Taurus full moon. So this one to me feels like a heart activation. And when we think about Venus and Taurus, we think about the things that we value and what we own, what we love, what is beautiful, what is sustainable, what is nourishing to us. And so this moon is really asking us, and Venus is asking us to come back to our hearts, come back to our center with a grounded whole body knowing, like what is to remain with us as we continue to evolve and shift into these higher frequency energies and move towards this big year that we're headed towards in 2026, particularly with that Saturn-Neptune 0 degrees conjunction is a extremely potent creator degree point that those two planets of boundaries and no boundaries, making real the dream, has never happened in human history. So we have some big things going on. This Taurus full moon feels like a choice point and a moment to recenter, come back to self, followed with that Mercury retrograde to really come into a review, a rethink, a renew opportunity. And lastly, and there's still so much more going on, but one more thing I wanted to share today is also we have the support of a grand water trine all month to help with all these energies that are going on, and actually all the way into December. So we have the grand water trine, which is our harmonious flow between the water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, that are really going to maybe intensify or help move emotions more fluidly, but also might heighten our sensitivity and, again, our psychic abilities, intuitive abilities, telepathic abilities, our dream world. So it's time to come back to our bodies, come back to center, work on our nervous system, and spend some time inwards to pay attention to the frequencies that are moving through us and moving and stirring within us. There are messages to be heard, feelings to be felt, things to release, density to let go of. We are shifting into a new frequency, a new earth, and really making these huge quantum jumps to a higher timeline. And our bodies, Taurus reminds us to come back to our bodies and integrate all that we've learned this year in 2025, and to clear out whatever needs to go so that we can rise with this frequency, so that we can be open and intuit where we need to be, what we need to do, and how we need to grow and evolve and experience it, right? We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and we are meant to be here working consciously to evolve at a soul level and to make space in our physical bodies for more of our soul to embody, more of our higher self to embody, and to be guided by that very thing, our higher self and our soul. So I'm excited about this full moon, not just because I'm a Taurus and so I love connecting with the Taurus energies, but yeah, that too. But if you would like to join me on Wednesday this week, we are holding the Taurus Full Moon Circle at the Center for Harmonic Resonance, and the link is in my bio. Click and register. And also, if you feel called, at the end of our circle this time, we're going to actually go outside under the night sky, provided good weather, which it looks like it will be, and attempt another CE5 meditation. We'll do some sound healing and breath work first to raise our frequency and to clear our channels, and then do the CE5 meditation to connect with interdimensional beings. And then we'll have a quiet sky observation to see what we see. This will be our second attempt. We've been guided to do 3, and so we'll see what happens. But if you feel called to stay and join us for that outside, it's beautiful nonetheless to sit there in the woods and hear all the beautiful sounds of nature all around us and be under the light of that beautiful Taurus full moon. I hope to see you on Wednesday, and take care. Peace.